So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Messi finding himself in space. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
He's looking wide. Space for him to turn and look. He is through here. Thinks about the shot. De Ketelada. Now it's Messi. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And he's been shifted off it. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And here's Messi. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Caicedo, there he goes, motoring forward. Now it's Messi. De Ketelada. That is lovely. Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
De Ketelada is offering a right smile there.
This is their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Takes on his marker. Can he finish? Goal! So what's your view on that goal then?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
After 26 minutes is number 7.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Jimenez. And it's Caicedo. And here's the Ketelada. Now it's Messi. And he shoots! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. pressing, piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Jimenez. And De Ketelaere. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. He might be in here! He's got plenty of space out wide here. And now they can spring out of defence. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. Messi makes a dash for it. He's got away. Messi. And Messi! And that would have been some goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Two added minutes has been
The most
indicated.
accurate pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That pass isn't the best. And for the first half, that is that. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone. Substitution on the field. Number 9, Koke.
The second period is on the
Coming
way.
on to replace him is number 20, Neymar.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. Messi does really well to win the ball there. This looks promising. Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Caicedo. And he was quick to react.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Now it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
60
minutes played.
29,950.
Defending was strong and firm. And they're on him in a flash. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Can he finish? Oh, brilliant save.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Messi pulls short. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi being hunted in packs.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Good ball, good take. The Kitolada purring through. Real chance! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Messi. Lovely feet. Messi! And that's a tiny finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 7.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So time for change,
Substitution in
and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. And the shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Akanji makes the interception. Four added minutes on the board.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Towering header! He's got a goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 19.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Jimenez promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi on the score sheet 3 times, very much the man. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening.